Welcome to the Street Dog Podcast. Ooh, we're off to a great start. Brought to you by the Street Dog Coalition. We are a national nonprofit providing free veterinary care and related services to pets of people experiencing or at risk of homelessness. I am your host, Daria Tavana, and I'm also the Director of Development at the Street Dog Coalition. So for those of you who are new to our podcast, I'm laughing because I have my buddy and executive director, Katrina, here with us today. And for some reason, that just makes me laugh a lot, but I digress. So for those of you who are new, I want you to know that on the Street Dog Podcast, we explore the world of animal welfare through the eyes of experts, street dog vets, and volunteers, and we share inspiring stories and updates on our work and the work of a lot of our partner organizations as well. So if you're tuning in live on Facebook, hello, it is great to have you here. I know oftentimes we get a lot of the same people tuning in live, and it makes me so happy, very, very happy. And if you're new here tuning in live, hello to you as well. Tell us where you're tuning in from. Let us know what your favorite color is. Any kind of random information about yourself, please share it. Please share it. I'm a random kind of girl. I love it. And if you're listening on Spotify and Apple Podcasts or YouTube, please make sure that you're following the Street Dog Coalition on Facebook so you can tune in live every episode, which we love to do because we love engaging with you in real time. So now that I have the giggles, on today's episode, it's just family. We have Katrina Weschler with us, the one, the only, the executive director of the Street Dog Coalition. And I say that as if she is this fancy woman in this high castle, but of course she's just chilling at home in a really cool street dog hat, being one of my favorite people ever. So what an awkward but appropriate introduction. Hello, Katrina. Welcome back to the podcast.
Thank you, Daria. No, I love that intro. It was kind of like a wrestling introduction, which I loved. I just felt like I could like dive in. Fun fact, was a professional lady arm wrestler when I lived in New Orleans, and I got to enter, arenas in full costume with music in the background, arms pumping. So that just brought me back to those days. Thank you.
Wow. Thank God we are virtual, because I would hate to arm wrestle you. I feel like
I don't do it anymore because I broke my arm doing it.
You mentioned
I snapped my humerus, literally like a chicken bone.
I remember you mentioning that.
Yeah. So I am retired. I am a retired lady arm wrestler.
We need to have
great. It was fun when I did it.
I was gonna say we need to have like a different a podcast exclusive episode just about that. Just about that.
I'd be psyched. I would actually love it. It was all for charity. It was fundraising.
That's so
cool. It's so appropriate. Maybe we could do a little Street Dog Coalition arm wrestling challenge.
I love that. And we could find I feel like we should find a way to make it like a no contact arm wrestling, or even like
virtual.
those wrestling in those big fluffy sumo costumes.
Oh yeah.
Or just like something that's more fun than it is physically painful.
Totally.
Although there's some like cultural appropriation going on with those sumo costumes. Okay. We are already
dinosaurs. Maybe like yesterday
dinosaurs.
The blow up dinosaur T-Rex costumes.
Okay, I'm loving this. All right. Okay. We are officially unhinged in this episode already.
It's the day after Halloween. I think everyone's like coming off a candy hangover.
Yes.
What can you say?
Yes. Oh, okay. Well, I hope everyone had a happy Halloween. We also need to do like a scary, spooky stories episode. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Again, unhinged. Let's get down to it. I'm centering myself, and just so everyone knows, the purpose of this episode today is going to be this kind of looking back and looking ahead at the crossroads of the end of the year. And what I'm going to be leaning on Katrina here for is to give us a bit of insight into where we've been and where we're headed. And maybe we can start things off, Katrina. Maybe you can share with us some of the rewarding experiences you've had working with volunteers this year, and how they have made a difference in the lives of animals.
Great question, and how appropriate. This is actually great timing because today, November 1st, we just filmed a video for our Step Challenge participants. So fundraisers that have really gone above and beyond, that created fundraising pages for the Street Dog Coalition and invited friends, family, strangers to support us. And so I was super impressed with people that really came out of the woodwork, folks that I've met before and folks I've never met before, all doing what they could to spread the word far and wide and to raise funds. So I was really impressed with our Step Challenge. It's the first time we have done a crowdfunding campaign like this. And it was just wonderful to see people come together and to see that interaction. For anybody that hasn't seen our Step Challenge page, it's very social and interactive, and you can see messages from donors. And I personally, highlight of my day is checking our Street Challenge page and hearting every new donation that comes in. And it was just heartwarming to see people really cheer on loved ones. And when you're cheering on a loved one like that, you're also cheering on us, which felt really good. So I felt like we had a really fun little following of new cheerleaders and veteran cheerleaders. And that means the world to me. It means the world to Street Dog Coalition. We've said it before. It's not just about raising money, which we obviously need to do, but it's also about increasing awareness. It's about advocacy. It's about having those conversations with people that might be on the other side of the scale, on the other side of the fence, where they're not sure our mission really resonates with them, and it's talking to them and convincing them otherwise. So that's been impressive to me in 2023. We did this all thanks to you, Daria, all thanks to this incredible development director we have, in addition to our other incredible teammates that came on this year. I've just been blown away by the folks that we hired and the amount of good that we're able to do, because we do need a team to support all of the great volunteers that make up our teams across the country. So that's been really awesome. I've just loved it.
Absolutely. Thanks, Katrina. I appreciate that. And I think we've grown in so many ways this year. We've expanded our staff, which has been great. We've launched this podcast.
Yeah.
We've had a few successful crowdfunding campaigns. And I know that that we've also started a few new teams. We have watched our teams that were established last year really flourish, really thrive, really kind of grow into their own. And it's just, for me, someone that joined earlier this year, it has been just astronomical. Our growth has been exciting. I remember at one point in July, we were like, okay, how do we make sure we don't grow too fast? Like, what a problem to have. And I know that the generosity of our donors, and I know we talked about this, really plays a crucial role in our growth. And I'm curious, like, from your perspective, how have the contributions from donors enhanced our impact on the lives of unhoused individuals and their pets and their communities? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, it's so important to have unrestricted funds that we can send anywhere. So having that flexibility where we can help out a team that maybe isn't able to fundraise locally. Couple of instances where that's a case, a pet needs additional care beyond the street clinic setting that requires involving a third-party veterinarian who does offer that additional care at a discount for us, which is great, but it's still another invoice that we need to pay. And we want to make sure that we can do that. There are other instances where a pet parent might need to go into rehab or perhaps be hospitalized overnight. And we want to make sure that we can offer boarding and foster care if that is within reason, if that is within our unrestricted fund allowance. So being able to allocate funds where they are needed most feels so good. It feels so good. And we're also so appreciative of folks that want to donate earmarked funds too, because those actually are really impactful and they help us pay for services in that specific region. So then we can use the unrestricted funds for folks that can't fundraise locally. So it just allows us to help more pets. And when we help more pets, we help more people, because when we help the pet, we make that person feel better. We're relieving such a huge stressor on their life. To know that their pet is well cared for and is healthy, that is just a game changer. When you're experiencing homelessness, there's a myriad of challenges. And when we can assure someone that their pet is in good hands and in good health, then that actually does a load of good for their mental wellness as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know, looking back on this past year, Katrina, we have had so many people join our podcast talking about their experience volunteering, talking about their experiences receiving funds from the Street Dog Coalition. So it it has just been fascinating to use this platform as like an intersection for all of these stories and perspectives to come together to really kind of create this quilt or this tapestry of the impact that we've had, that is of course only made possible by our generous donors who allow us to knock on their doors, usually digitally, and give them this opportunity to support our work and to make a huge difference in their communities and in communities across the country. I think that's what's so cool about this organization is that, I live right outside of Philadelphia. So when I make a donation, a general donation to the Street Dog Coalition, it's kind of the best of both worlds, because I know that that money is going to help my neighbors in Philadelphia get the veterinary care that they deserve for their pets. But I also know that that money will also kind of be sprinkled around. That's how we do it with the money, right? We just sprinkle it around the
Yeah,
map. I know
right
it will
there, yes.
also
Yeah.
make an impact in communities that I visited on vacation, cities that I've never been to but I've always dreamed of going to, that I know also have their fair share of individuals who are struggling financially. So I think that, from a donor's perspective is so cool, because you can really make that impact in your backyard and on a national level by making a donation. So I love our donors so much. They're so colorful, they're so much fun, and their impact is just immense.
And that's why you're our development director. You said that so well. It's so true.
Thank you.
So true. And I know we're going to get to this, but we have to kind of acknowledge the roots of Street Dog Coalition and the OG donors that really helped us grow. And
Respect.
today, November 1st, is the kickoff of Colorado Gives Day.
Lay it on us. That's actually my next question. So why don't you
Boom.
maybe look at us, just one wavelength here. Can you maybe talk about a little bit about what this annual Giving Day is and how it has contributed to our organization's mission in the past, and how it's going to help us further our objectives? That's 3 questions at one time, but you get it.
Let's see if I can do it. Yeah. I mean, Colorado Gives Day, it's a national day of giving. We're all familiar with the giving season. We have officially kicked it off. And since the Street Dog Coalition's very beginnings, back in 2015, we have participated in Colorado Gives Day. And it's not a day, it's a movement. It is like a whole period of time where people can start giving now up until December 7th. And their gift, it goes into an incentive fund. And so we get more for every dollar. So basically your donation goes even further when you give on Colorado during this Colorado Gives Day campaign.
So you're saying if I give $1, we actually receive more than that dollar.
A little bit more. And that adds up.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So today is the first day you can do that. We have a profile. You can actually go back and see some old photos in our archives, but Colorado Gives Day, the donors, they don't have to be from Colorado. You don't have to be in state to give. You can be out of state and participate in this. It's just a wonderful campaign that really tries to uplift Colorado nonprofits that are trying to create positive change. That would be us. And we have relied very, very heavily in the past on Colorado Gives Day donations because they have been unrestricted and they allow us to really flex our muscle and really showcase our work. And I think that's so important to have that solid base and to recognize that Fort Collins, Colorado remains our headquarters. It remains the mothership. This is where we basically pilot all of our programs. It's where we are the most active. We have recurring clinics weekly, but we also host monthly clinics in surrounding areas. And so we are a Colorado strong organization. even though we're a national organization. And I'm so grateful to everybody that has given a Colorado Gives Day in the past. And I know that there are many, many, many people that have given again and again, some recurring donors that have participated in this incredible campaign. And we are so grateful for them. And we're also really eager to recruit more folks to participate. So if you are so inclined, we would encourage you to check it out. And I just want to say thank you to the Colorado Gives Day organizers, because their work really does allow us to do our work. And it's not just us, it's every nonprofit that participates in this incredible fundraising opportunity. So
Absolutely.
I'm about it.
I love that. And it seems like these incredibly supportive Colorado Gives Day donors, they go crazy for Colorado Gives Day. It's like unlike any other giving day I've seen or experienced or have researched. Like, people throughout the year are marking their calendars. They are picking out their favorite organizations, and they are like ready to rock on this Colorado Gives Day. It's so cool. It feels like the genuine excitement and enthusiasm by these incredible Coloradians.
Yeah.
Okay.
But let's say that.
Yeah.
But again, I definitely don't want to limit it to people living in Colorado. Like,
It's true.
come one, come all. If you ever wanted to visit Colorado, if you've ever flown over the state of Colorado, if you've ever seen a Colorado license plate, please check it out. We are a welcoming bunch. And again, not limited to Coloradoans.
Not limited to Colorado at all. It's so funny. I know that I've only been to Denver and Colorado, and it was my first time, when I went in July to Colorado. But the years leading up to that, everyone told me, like, they would say, "Have you ever been to Colorado?" And this is a true story. And I would say, "No." And like, anyone who had been to Colorado would say to me, "Oh, like, you personally, Daria, if you went, you'd never come back. Like, you'd never come back. You'd love Colorado." So yes, if there is a tiny piece of Colorado in your heart, please support us on Colorado Gives Day. But of course, even if you are outside of Colorado, but you love the work that the Street Dog Coalition is doing, this is actually a really good opportunity for you to donate, because as Katrina said, your dollar goes a little bit further when you make a donation, just a scooch, a little bit further if you make a donation through this campaign, as opposed to making a general donation. So yeah, there's no reason not to give. And I think this goes without saying, but every dollar makes a huge impact for us. Truly, some people donate $1, some people donate $1,000, and we get just as excited as the smaller gifts as we do about the bigger gifts. And that's mostly because, as someone like myself, a young, starving development director, I don't make a ton of money. So for me, $5, $10 is a lot. And we really get that. We really appreciate that. And I think this is the second podcast episode in a row I've talked about me not making a lot of money, but here we are, and everyone knows. So in all seriousness, we just really appreciate any donation is goes right to our heart and goes straight to helping the animals. So
it does. And I just want to also piggyback on that, because what I found to be super inspiring and amazing during the pandemic, when a lot of people lost their jobs or had reduced hours, working from home, life's stressful. During the pandemic, we actually received more donations than we ever had before. And that includes smaller gifts. So we had smaller gifts maybe, but from more people. And I think people during that time were so aware of the needs of this population that we serve, and also just so ready to do something to make themselves feel better when the world feels like it's falling apart. And I'm not sure we're like past that feeling where it feels like the world's falling apart. I think some days I wake up and I wonder, like, the state of the world right now, it can be really depressing and it can wear on you. And sometimes you're looking for that little outlet where you can make a little bit of good and you can feel a little bit of good inside. And what I love about the Street Dog Coalition is we make that super easy. We make it super easy for you to do just a little something that then really creates a ripple effect and a big change. So I love that during the pandemic, we received more donors on Colorado Gives Day than we ever had before. And I hope to keep upping that bar. I hope we keep exceeding it. But I think that speaks to just people's desire to do good. And that's also what I love about working for this organization is it is uplifting. It is really, really important to do this work and to connect with people and pets, both ends of the leash, and to feel like we are making a difference, because we are. And
We are.
yeah, it's super important to remind ourselves of that, because we can get burnout for sure and exhausted and want to just like throw in the towel, but we don't. And I think that's because we can visibly see the impact we're making.
I love it. My face hurts from smiling so much.
I mean, it's kind of, yeah, that's a theme. That is a theme.
Thank you, Katrina. And why don't you take us home with an answer to this final question, which
Oh,
is looking ahead at 2024. I forgot what year it was for a second. Looking ahead at 2024, can you give us a little glimpse of maybe what some of our goals are, or if there are any new programs or partnerships in the pipeline? What's the haps?
oh
I did
yeah.
I did just say the haps. What's the haps
Wow.
for
Well,
2024? This unhinged episode. Oh my God.
I know your face hurts from smiling. My face hurts from a gum graft that I got on Friday. World, if you're seeing this on video, you can't really tell, but this side of my face is puffier than this side. It was very Frankenstein-esque, which also appropriate for the holiday
That's
yesterday.
very true.
But 2024, honestly, it's a little unsexy, but I really look forward to developing the programs we currently have. Like,
Nice.
rather than starting something new, fresh, and exciting, I am so amped to just keep harnessing the good that we're doing and improve our current systems and our current programs, and really support our existing teams and their efforts and welcome aboard and orient new teams. And that's what we're about. Street clinics are the backbone of the Street Dog Coalition, just as our volunteers, donors, and supporters are. And so I really look forward to just amplifying those efforts. Of course, new programs will come into play. We always like to pull things out of the sky and try to give them roots in the ground, and see what sticks. So there will be some of that for sure. And as needs arise, we rise to the occasion. I'm wearing my Operation Ukraine sweatshirt today. That's a great example of a need that arose that we were not prepared for, or we weren't aware of, rather, and we rose to the occasion to help out. And so these efforts continue. We're still supporting Worldwide Vets and our mobile unit that's over in Ukraine. Honestly, we hope to have more legacy sponsors in 2024. We have been so fortunate to have Western Veterinary Partners and Merck Animal Health as our kind of OG legacy sponsors. And what a legacy sponsor is, it's an organization that has committed to supporting Street Dog Coalition in perpetuity, year in, year out. They are there. They are with us. They are family. And we really could not do what we do without legacy sponsors. I mean, Merck Animal Health donates an incredible amount of our medical supplies, vaccines, preventative care, parasite prevention. It's insane. And then Merck Animal Health, they've just got an amazing network of clinics and hospitals and people that want to volunteer. And they also provide financial support. So we're very, very grateful, and we're hoping to recruit more legacy sponsors in 2024. So we have some of that in the works, and I hope we can announce that on a future podcast.
Yay.
And I'm excited to see the growth of our team, the growth of the staff that we brought on in 2023. I love how we really are a family at Street Dog Coalition. We say that a lot. And a funder, actually, somebody who has given us support over the years, she sent me a really awesome article saying that the TV show The Bear should be required viewing for nonprofits. And I loved that because I am from Chicago and I did watch The Bear. I really enjoyed The Bear. And I read this article and it made a lot of really, really great points. So If anybody listening to this article or listening to this podcast is intrigued, maybe we could link the article in your podcast notes.
I love it.
So they can read
Absolutely.
that.
I will do that.
One of the takeaways is like, do what you love, but try to do it with people you respect. Like really do it with folks that lift you up and you lift them up. And I think that's what we're doing as a staff.
The mic drop moment. I love that. I'm sorry to cut you off, but what a line. No, I think that's fantastic. And I'm looking forward to continuing to do that in the new year and really refining a lot of these systems that we've put into place this year from a fundraising perspective, from a programmatic perspective. I know we're always trying to streamline our processes, automate what we can so that we can be more present and more authentically engaged in parts of our process that require our full attention. So yeah, I'm super excited about the new year, Katrina, and I want to let you know, everyone who is listening, I will add not only a link to the article, but I will also add a link to our Colorado Gives Day page for you to check us out. On the page, you will not only see a little donate button, just hanging out there, but you'll also see images of all the work that we've done. You'll get to learn a little bit about us as well and the impact that we've had in Colorado and nationwide. So go ahead and click the link, even if you're not sure if you're going to donate, because hopefully the link will inspire you to either donate or to volunteer or to get involved in our organization one way or another, either this year or in the new year, because it's going to be a beautiful new year. There are so many pets of people experiencing homelessness that we have helped in the past that we're going to be checking up with again in the new year. And of course, so many new pets and new people and new and unique communities with their own diverse needs that we are going to be supporting in the new year as well. Yeah. So I love it. I'm very excited, Katrina. I'm just, if we don't stop now, I will keep going about how much I love this organization, how much I love our team, love you, and love our donors and supporters. So
totally. Same.
Fantastic.
Let's go out on this note. Let the donors know we are piloting a new Street Dog Coalition apparel.
Oh, yeah.
I am wearing my Street Dog Coalition hat today. Behold. This has been on our list for a very long time. And we piloted 3 colors. So we have our classic gold.
I haven't seen these other colors. Let's see them.
This is new. This is the first time anybody other than my wife has seen these. Number 2, this is like very grayscale. We got a lot of gray going on here, but it's nice.
I love it.
Right? And then last but not least, we have this mauve, like a dusty rose mauve.
I need one in every color. I feel like this is giving such QVC vibes, and I don't even care because I really love these colors. It's like it's got this like acid wash almost to it. This like
worn in, but it's clean. It's clean, cutting edge. Anybody that, again, tuning in live, watching the actual video, for anybody that's just listening, hopefully we piqued your interest and maybe you'll come check out our website where we will feature these.
I literally cannot wait.
Yeah. It won't be, we will have to decide on one color because that's
fair.
We have to decide. So
that's fair.
If anybody has an opinion, please weigh in.
Yes, please weigh in the comments below. Let us know. Send us an email. Tell you how. Really, this whole episode was about getting your feedback on these hats. And we should also say that if you are interested in purchasing the shirt that I have now, we have many shirts available on our website for a suggested donation. And of course, we have a supporter, Devin, who says, I love the color. Okay, Katrina, we have 1 vote for red.
Devin, you like mauve. Thank you, Devin.
Thank you, Devin. Oh, thank you so much, Devin. Thanks for tuning in and thanks for your vote. I love the color too. All right, let me let you go. We're going to keep going for hours and I'm going to love every second of it. Katrina, in all seriousness, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me today. I know you got a busy day ahead of you, and I want everyone to know who's listening, Katrina is without a doubt one of the most talented and hardest working and compassionate people that I have had the pleasure of collaborating with. Seriously,
Right to the heart.
Katrina, and it just every day is very fun and very exciting and very impactful as a member of the staff, and that of course is because of you. So
Thank you.
thank
That means a
you.
lot.
Thanks for stopping by, and thank you so much to everyone who tuned in. Devin says, hands down, in all capital letters.
Devin, I think we're sold. I think it's got to be mauve.
We're sold. And you
All
know
right.
what? Who knows if she was talking about the color or talking about how amazing you are? I'm going to say both. I'm going to say both. All right,
Cool.
Katrina, you're the best. Devin, thanks for tuning in. And thanks to everyone else for tuning in as well. Always a pleasure. And we'll see you next time.
See you next time. Bye.